That's my dad, man. My dad is a Meru man, but he's from the village, like the village. I am not from the village, evidently. But whenever Meru see my name, they're like, Kimadi, kumbe, we come from the same place. I'm like, you come from Kileleshwa too? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. You can't tell where people are from their name nowadays, you know? The other day I met this guy, his name was Deng. I was like, from your name, you must be from South Sudan. He's like, no, I'm actually from Lavington. Like, actually, that kind of makes sense. And actually, I had a weird relationship with my father growing up. You know, he would always tell me that I was ungrateful for things. But the only thing I ever wanted from my dad was football boots. But he would be like, you have shelter, food, education. I was like, yeah, but I don't have football boots. So I didn't ask for this other stuff. Then he would always do this thing where he would compare his childhood to my childhood. I'm like, Dad, it's not the same. Your father was poor. Mine's rich. It's not the same. Then he would always have this thing that he would say, you know. I'd go to him and I'll be like, I want some shoes. He'd be like, Kim, you have enough shoes. You know, when I was your age, I didn't have shoes until I was 10 years old. I was like, you waited 10 years to ask your father for shoes? You need to value yourself more. You need to value yourself more.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of the Kishingani Podcast. Baby! Manze, we're back with a big fish in the building. KK in the building. KK.
Thank you.
Anaitwa tu na nini mbili.
No, I want you to explain his KK. KK stands for?
In fact, that's just a very simple. Those are my names. Kimadi is my first name. Kaumbudo is my last name. Kaumbudo.
Oh, that's the pronunciation from the source.
Yes.
Yeah, proper. Hey, KK.
Kimadi Kaumbudo.
Yeah.
Kimani
Kaki.
Kimadi Kaumbudo in the building. No, karibu sana KK. It's been a long time coming, this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. I know you've
I've been hounding you for years.
Not years.
Check you guys.
Yeah, maybe like 1 year.
Podcast. No, you don't remember me asking about coming to
I remember. Yeah, sometime last year maybe.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to
have
you
guys. It's like mulikuwa telepathically connected.
I called him and asked him if we should wear that ile shati yetu.
Wanted too much, but not kabisaka.
Kidogo too. Yeah, I see.
You know, I'm tired of Bashir. I'm looking for other friends.
Bashir jo mebalk sana anakuacha nyuma.
So karibu sana. Have you been doing comedy lately? I haven't seen you much on these comedy streets.
Sometimes. So for me, there's a certain rhythm that I know my life can take, because comedy is not the priority for me. So I know I made it up in the beginning of last year actually. I perform once every 2 weeks, and that's okay for me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Once every 2 weeks?
Once every 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That gives me enough time to write new material. That gives me enough time
to live life.
Yeah, to live my life. I don't know if I would have to be taking it as a priority if I was to do like every single week. Yeah.
When you got into comedy, did you get in with that mindset? Like, this is just like, how did you get in?
Wow, that is a long story.
We got time, brother. No, I'm just trying to figure out if it's always been
something your heart yearned for.
So I actually started I used to do performance poetry. I don't know if you guys
Checking, you look like a poet, by the way, now that you say it.
Yeah. Check in the morning when I wake up and the sun is high up in the clouds.
It's true. Very good.
When my wife is loud in my ears.
I'm like, shut
I am so proud.
It, queen.
So you're a performer. Used to do performance.
So that's how I started actually being on stage. So I used to write pieces, and then it's more like a monologue.
Okay.
You say your thing, and then at the end, people now appreciate it. Even in the middle or wherever, they snap. They say, "Okay, I agree with this." And the idea is for it to be impactful. To mean something.
Yeah.
And then, of course, now you use like rhythm. You can use rhyme. You can use, how you want to tell it or explain yourself in the best way. And then,
How do you get into that?
That's a good question. Can I remember?
It is a question that many have asked.
And I still ponder.
It was when I was in the US for some time. That's another story.
How did you go to the US?
And then we get into the...
Wow.
All right, so
okay,
let's
take you from the beginning then.
Okay, no, I was just kidding. We'll get there.
Okay.
So you're in the US,
and then there was a talent show at my university. And I was like, okay, what could I do for the talent show? And I decided to do a poem.
Okay.
And I won the talent show.
Hey, first time off the bus.
First time. Yeah.
Hey.
I think there's certain things I just knew I was going to.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah, I knew. Based on how I knew it was going to be funny.
It wasn't an
I knew it was going to be.
It wasn't a day in it.
Yeah, I just knew like if I write something, and then there was like a poetry night at one of the coffee shops that was not so far from the university. So I used to go with my roommate.
Yeah.
And we just used to read poetry, and then you'd talk with other people.
So artsy people, very
similar to comedy.
Yeah.
So when you came back, so you kept performing after.
So now when
that.
I came back, I was like, okay, is there any poetry here locally? And then I found at that time they were called
Kwani.
There was Kwani.
Mm-hmm.
There was also Creative Spills used to do like a poetry slam.
Yeah.
It was every year, and then they used to have one big grand slam. So I went for that, and then I did that for about a year and a half. And then I ended up winning now the grand slam of the poetry thing.
Eish.
And then after
You guy, Maz. Don't worry, you'll hear those things in post.
Yeah. That's a D. That's a D.
You're pressing the button. I'm like, what's that?
No, you'll hear later.
So
It's a rim shot.
a rim shot.
Yeah.
Not like those things for Churchill.
No.
And not from...
Okay, similar-ish, but
rim
not...
shot your corn. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So then after that, it was kind of like that was my goal. That was what I wanted to achieve. And I don't know, in my head, I always think of things in terms of, okay, this is the goal, this is what I want to achieve. Then I do the thing, and then once I achieved it, then now that's just like empty. Like, okay, now what now?
Hey, you're done.
What do you do with this thing? And then now COVID came, and when COVID came, I realized I was only writing poetry because of the audience. And I think that's why sometimes, I don't know if you guys get the same thing, when you look back on your past performances or where you were at that time, you don't give yourself a lot of grace. You look at yourself and you think, what the hell is this guy saying? What is he doing,
Yeah.
So when I look back on my past time, I just see like a very insecure version of myself.
All right.
I wanted love and appreciation from the audience. And when they appreciated me, I would like that.
Yeah.
So when COVID came and there was no audience, I just didn't see any need
what
to
do
write.
I do?
Oh.
Yeah, like why do I need to write? And so now in my head I question, was I doing poetry because that's what it was giving me, or because I inherently liked it? And I think it was more of the former.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was more of how much appreciation can I get from people around me.
Yeah. But you liked it enough though to pursue it.
So former inamaanisha
Yeah, mbele.
latter. Clarification.
Asante.
No, but that's good. So what was your style? Was it that is okay, forgive me, but angry poets? They're like on stage and they're upset.
Your love.
Check it. The earth is round, but some people say it's flat, and yet
To them I say, fuck you.
yeah, man, like their style is very angry and
No matter how loud you are, it doesn't necessarily translate into how
sorry,
much
I'm still in training.
But at least you got the gist of some anger.
at least it's loud, it can be heard on the mic. It came actually from rap music, so I was a big fan of rap music back in the day, not so much now.
Yeah.
but I used to listen to a lot of rap music. And then the kind of rap music I liked was the deeper stuff, where
Kina Wu-Tang Clan, no?
like Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, okay.
So he would start the song in a certain way, and you don't know what the song is about. You'd almost have to look up the lyrics to be like, what is he actually trying to say?
Yeah.
And that really used to fascinate me. You know, like when they use puns or double
Yeah,
entendres, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff used to really. So when I was writing poetry, I would try and do the same thing. Like start a poem here where nobody knows where it's actually going. And then suddenly
then
at
loop
the
you.
end it comes full circle, and then some. That would now just make me feel like
Accomplished.
Yeah.
It's like doing a callback in comedy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's
What was
dope.
your callback?
Nishaipiga.
It feels
Hapa na
nice,
pale.
eh? Like you just
And the
say the
people
thing
love
you
it.
said.
Yeah.
And guys die.
True.
I'm like, yo.
Especially if the length between when you said it and the callback is quite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
long,
yeah,
then you know everybody will get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they're still with you.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I used to do.
let's go back further. Eh? Where did you grow up, man?
I grew up here in Nairobi. I grew up. How would I explain my upbringing?
You're your only child, or you had siblings?
No, I had a brother.
It was just you and your brother.
My brother. Sorry, my phone is vibrating. It's just me and my brother. And my parents were. I would say we grew up in a very good household. We started off in a place called Karioko. That is where I started, and then now we moved into the suburbs.
Oh, okay. Your dad moved on up.
Leafy.
In fact, that's how my life felt like. My parents are very accomplished people, but they're from the village.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if they take pride in the fact that they're from the village, but all of them are from the village. But all of them, they used education to come out of the village and go very far. So my dad is an engineer, my mom is a doctor.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Both of them
Shout
from
out to
Meru?
them. Both of them are from Meru.
Nice.
Yeah. And so they're very accomplished in what they've done. And so as we were growing up, they would just get higher and higher in terms of their status and their level to be able to provide for us a good lifestyle. So I went to school. I went to private schools. I went to international schools as well. And
Which primary school is this?
it doesn't even exist anymore. It was called ICEA, International School of East Africa.
Oh, it didn't exist?
Yeah, it closed down.
Where was it?
It was in Gigiri.
Oh.
Yeah.
They renamed it.
It was a small school that
Oh, it was small.
it was very small.
It was a pop-up school.
Yeah. After that, now I went to a school called Braeburn, which I'm sure.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, no, bro.
In fact, the same one where we usually have events.
Oh,
So
down
when
the
we
road.
did- when
there.
we did the show with Ty,
Yeah.
that's my former school.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
is for high school?
No, that was now still the end of primary school.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
So in my childhood, we moved schools a lot. And there was also a time we had even left the country for about a year because of my mom's work. We had gone to the UK for a year and a half, came back. And then at that point, we all had British accents. And so my lifestyle was very... I felt like because of all the moving, I never really like fit into one.
Oh,
place.
right. I think I had the same
Yeah.
experience, but maybe not in Braeburn. My dad used to move around a lot.
Yeah.
It's like moving. So I moved to Nakuru, moved back from Nakuru, when initially we moved to Egerton, and then Egerton University. Then he moved out of Egerton and went to Nakuru, which was a more pleasant experience. Moved back to Nairobi, moved back to Nakuru, back to Njoro. Man. So I have many incomplete friendships. I have many friendships which
And you
they
started
didn't
but didn't
stay
really-
long enough for them to get established. So
And what did that do for you? That moving?
I used to I never used to like it. I was really hurt when my friend moved on. Because me, when I was in Nakuru, I had this like, my friend Chris in Spring Valley.
Yeah.
Like I had this set of friends who we were really close. And then, but when I came back, they had moved on, but me, I had.
You went.
Because me, I thought we'll pick it up where we left.
Yeah.
But these guys were long gone.
Yeah.
So,
Like Nakuru.
funny enough, I met those guys now after high school. There's one called Ken. Ken, at least we vibe. We are buddies. But there's another one called Chris who just moved on with his life. Kabisa. Another one called Melekino. I don't even know where he went. So I don't think I don't enjoy those memories much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
BASHIR. So yeah. So is it the same experience for you?
Yeah. Okay. For me, it was that my parents, because they worked very hard, so they were not around the house a lot.
Uh-huh.
So my brother and I were kind of just always isolated, which I don't blame my parents for, because I mean they were giving us a good lifestyle the best way they could know how.
Yeah.
But now, because my brother and I were isolated, what it did for me is I used to seek a lot of love and affection from my parents. So I used to look for ways that I could prove to them that I'm, worthy of their love, worthy of their, So for me, school was now where I felt family, because when I was in school, people would notice me. So this thing I couldn't get at home, I would now go and look for at school.
All right.
Yeah. So school was very hard for me in the moments where I felt like nobody cares about me, because then it would start to feel like, okay, this world, nobody cares about
at
me.
all.
So that's now how I got into football.
Oh.
Because football was the one thing that if I did, everyone would be like, whoa,
Yeah.
we love you.
All right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You were really good.
Yeah.
I was okay. Let me
don't
not
be humble.
Let me
Yeah,
not
be
be
humble.
humble.
Just share.
I was very good for that age.
Okay.
The age I was.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was quite good.
And how old were you when you discovered you're good at football?
7.
Oh, okay.
7 or
okay,
8.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's proper knowing.
So did you was there like a league indogo sort of thing? I mean, it was just the regular
Yeah.
during
School.
lunch break guys are playing.
No. So initially, in fact, how did it start? My dad used to coach us. So he would come to not Braeburn, but the old school we were at. Every Sunday we would go to the field, and then we would now, like, just with the guys who were in the area. So guys from, and most of them were village guys. We just used to kick around with them. But now you see, now because we are playing consistently, I think now when I moved to a school like Braeburn, my level was much higher than
True.
all the kids. So
Yeah.
I also wanted to join an academy, and we joined League Indogo, my brother and I. And that was the academy I was at for maybe like 2-3 years. So because I was having that exposure, I was also very good in school. That's where now my football journey started. I wanted to play for Arsenal. That was like, I knew from the beginning, like 8 years old, that's what I want to do.
You're focused.
Yeah, for real.
I think it's that thing of, this is the one thing people can see me for.
Yeah, so you were like,
So I'm just going to keep doing this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much were you training?
When you're a kid, you train like maybe 3-4 times
As you
a
were
week.
growing,
Yeah, maybe 3-4 times a week. It's only now later. So I went into high school. We were doing weekly boarding. So I went into high school. In high school now is where you notice, especially with football, you drop off. A lot of guys drop off because it's the same in arts. Yeah. It's now the focus is more on academics, and then all of these other things now fall to the side. So now when I was 14 is now where I was trying to figure out. I actually started playing in a team called Maisa.
I remember Maisa.
Yeah. So Maisa used to have different zones.
Youth.
I played for Maisa too at some point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they had many different zones. So I used to go to Kaha West. My dad used to take me to Kaha West to train. So I was able to see, like, from Ligi to Maisa, I was able to see now how football is. But there were some things that just, the path was not clear. Like, my parents could tell this is something he really has a passion for. This is something he wants to pursue. How do we support him? And then the path was just not so clear. Sometimes you feel the same now, is people don't have a place to go to. If you're talented in this area, where do you go to? How do you get opportunities? That kind of thing.
Like me, I'm very talented in marriage.
Where do you go for that?
I just need a place to show my talent.
You can practice. Where do you practice? Where do you practice?
So, but how was the because you grew up in an affluent place, at least when you guys moved, and then the Maisa Ligi, sometimes the kids are a bit rough.
Yeah.
Sorry to use that word.
Yeah,
Because when we moved to Majengo, I joined we moved to Majengo. Can you imagine at some point? So I joined the league, but the kids were hard.
Yes, yeah.
You
Because
get,
they play
like
a
somebody
different...
kanyagas you.
Yeah.
Like,
Kanyakas.
damn!
Me, I've heard of fingers and...
For real?
Yeah, I've had... And I don't know.
That's crazy.
You've had.
Yeah, I've had...
Where did you hear?
Atuseme kupiga kiheda.
Yeah. So the kids were the reason they accepted me in the slum football thing because I was also good at
football.
football.
Oh yeah.
So they were
Respect.
like, this guy enye nika pudding. This guy pudding. But
Inua spaghetti, inua spaghetti.
Yeah, manze. Some of the kids looked. Mazi mtoya kuna kitofu ingine. You know those kitofu which tokea like this. I'm like, what the heck is that? So did you was it the same for you?
Of course.
You're meeting those hardcore kids. Who
Yes, but you see now, you have one universal language. No matter where you come, that's the beauty about sports.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
If you can play football, you can play football.
Yeah, true.
You know, so that's the one thing that will connect you in that moment. So it was different to school in the sense that in school there's so many different things happening. There's not a universal thing. But now when it's football, it's like, okay, yeah, you came to play football, I came to play football.
Yeah,
sometimes you have to play on the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you earn their respect.
You basically earn their respect.
Oh,
you
okay.
learn how to navigate that environment. You know? Yeah.
And how's school like in Braeburn? Like the other kids, do you have any memories?
I have very bad memories.
Bad memories.
Of that time.
You see, the school was comfortable, honestly. It's just the challenge for me was where I was coming from. I had come from a place where the school was very small and I kind of just knew how things were going to be. But then I switched at a point where I was, I think, 8 at the time, and it was scary because now I'm in a big school.
Yeah.
And then, like, I just remember feeling like the guys are talking, but I'm not understanding. I don't know
the accents,
like accents, and then also the words they're using.
Oh,
you know, even the sports they were playing. I had never seen cricket before.
Lacrosse.
I'd never seen
lacrosse, nearly tennis like that.
see,
He looks like he would know.
tennis.
There's a new tennis thing.
That's paddle.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what the heck is that?
I wasn't there that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's lacrosse? For my own reason.
Lacrosse is the one where it's a stick and then the net is at the end.
Yeah, it's like a cup.
Yes.
Show your game.
And then
It's played by white.
Throw the ball.
You
dudes.
throw with the stick. Like.
Yeah, you throw right.
Yeah. You throw it with the
That's
stick.
nice.
Yeah, there's a way you can throw it with the stick.
Were they playing that game for the like a
Akanyundo, akamalet. Yeah.
no sort of like a thing? It's like a big bottle top. So in a gongo, then there are some guys.
Oh, Savishai.
You know that game?
Yeah, Savishai the floor. I don't know what it's called.
What are you doing?
Savishai the floor.
No, we didn't have.
Also, cricket is that's when you were learning about cricket.
Yeah, things like cricket, even rugby I'd never played. What we used to do at the old school was just football and swimming. My brother and I were very good at swimming.
Yeah, you look like you have a swimmer's body, no? Let me just say.
Me mono niambie.
Oh, my nephew only swim mnoma by the way.
I mean, this guy really vibing.
Yeah, but then you're vibing.
No wonder we're wearing the same shirt.
Makafuta, I didn't know what.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know you.
Yeah, but obviously, I think he's on another level. Me, I was a bit more mtaish. So and how you're talking about the sports, like the.
Yeah, so now I was trying to fit into that place, and I really wanted, like you see the cool kids, and then you see yourself. And I think I couldn't fit in.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
and the only time I spent time with the cool kids was playing football.
Yeah.
So now that became the thing that I was known for.
All right.
Nothing else. Yeah. Even with girls, man, girls did not like me.
Easy.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what back then.
So, and how about like the culture? Was it liberal? Was it conservative? Was it in terms of the kids' behavior, generally speaking?
It was. If I compare it now to what I've experienced of local schools, it was more liberal. Yeah, like they give you autonomy over certain decisions. Yeah, it's more free. Yeah. So and then they also they encourage things that are not encouraged in the local schools.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like extracurricular activities, giving you time for, just to do things that perhaps you wouldn't do in other schools. Yeah.
And school would have started at what time in the morning? At 9?
No, usual time 8.
Oh, 8.
8. Yeah. I used to go early so that I could play football with my friends before school.
Wow.
Yo.
Before.
And now at break time we play football. Then lunchtime we play again. Now at the end of the day, now we play for the school.
Cheeky,
team.
you're gonna be sweaty as hell.
You know, when you're a kid, you don't even think
You
about
don't think
that.
about it. I'm gonna be sweaty
But
the
then,
whole
do
day.
kids, are they sweaty? Their sweat don't have odor, right?
It depends. Me, like my nephews right now. Hey, those people.
How old are they?
I think the youngest one is like 11.
Actually, those people.
Yeah, hey, awase ukiwacha kwa nyumba peke yao. But
But I think 11 is a bit older.
no, but even
Because we
lower,
go
even
play
lower
at
than
lunchtime
that.
and
Even
we get
lower
back
than
to
that.
class.
Even lower than that when they were playing. Now it's just because they've gotten a bit older. Hey, wait, ukinga kwa hiyo how after they've come in,
Yeah.
you'd be like,
Yeah,
Oh, it
I don't know
tandikas
how
you,
we
eh?
did it.
Yeah.
I don't know how we did it. Because you used
Maybe
to be
that's why
in
the
full
chicks
school
you guys
uniform.
were
Maybe,
And still do
giving
it.
you a wide bath.
yeah, they're like
Hey.
this, sweating, nigga.
Check, he's good at football, but oh
But-
my god. No, but that's
But,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, that means you're spending a lot of hours, Mazi, on the
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
The reason I was asking about time is sometimes I see the Brabant bus, but it moves around a bit later than the 844
Normal
buses.
Yeah.
Okay, now is it called the 844 Bado? Network?
CBC.
CBC.
Yeah.
Because our CBC guys Mazi at 4:30. Okay,
Imagine
4:30 is a bit excess.
5.
5,
Even earlier.
like in Madap or the roundabout, you'll find kids in shops.
Imagine. Cold.
At least nowadays they wear trousers,
Hata kama, man.
but they wake them up early and then they
Yeah.
get back home late.
It's
And then
stressful.
there's this, I don't know what you'll comment about this. There's this emphasis on you learning how to answer questions the way the teacher wants you to answer,
Yeah.
instead of you having the freedom to think.
Yeah. I've been taught, yes, but now let me express it how I understood it.
Yeah.
I don't have to paraphrase vile ulis, as in to say exactly word for
Yeah,
word.
so it was actually rude to think.
Yeah, it is. It was. Unafikiria kama nani.
Unafikiria.
Yeah,
Ufai kufikiria.
you're here to be seen and,
And
not
not
to be
heard.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on that comparatively?
You know, I didn't experience the local school system.
No.
Yeah.
I only experienced it now as an adult, going into schools, doing coaching and all of that. That's when I really experienced, okay, what are these guys going through?
So did you find it weird when you got exposed to it?
Even
I found some things a bit like archaic, like like very traditional, not open-minded to the way things are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those things like memorization, you know, and then also not allowing kids enough time. That's one thing I've noticed in the local system. There's not enough time. You know, like they want you to do school until about 4 p.m. Then you have 1 hour just to run around. Then you go eat dinner. Then you go back to prep.
Yeah.
And when it's an exam year, you're almost told, okay, now football, all of these things you're doing, stop.
Yeah.
Now you focus now on your
And
academics.
that's the
and
thing
then
that's
now you
actually-
have prep in the morning from 5.
Yeah.
And then you go eat. Then you go to class. And in the evening you have prep again.
Yeah.
I feel like
Repeat.
that's not...
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
Even you as an adult, let's say you are a teacher, even you wouldn't want that lifestyle for yourself. Can you imagine if you go to work in the morning at 5,
Yeah. So
then you go to work again, and you
I
go
don't
to
know
work
why.
again?
I don't know why they
I
assume
know,
that
man.
kids can take it.
Exactly.
And if anything, if you can schedule that time in for them, where they don't have, it's not necessarily that it's just time wasting, but it's this physical activity will be done this way for this amount of time. Si lazima wasashinde kwa books na tizi ndo inawasaidia.
There was once our principal, his name was Sambili, Edward Sambili. So this guy, he said the previous year, he came to the parade once and announced that the previous year guys have really failed. So this year, Form 4s are not going to go for any sports.
Guy.
And you know me, sports is my thing. Like me,
Yeah.
swimo is where I used to excel.
Yeah.
So I used to go all the way to nationals and stuff. So this guy cancelled all you guys was on board, eh? And then, Maze, what have we got with the last year, guys?
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah,
Tuangalie
yeah.
sisi kama tunasoma.
But anyway, I'll share
It
those
would be
things.
interesting to see how many guys fail, not because they're not capable, but because they're not enjoying their school experience.
Yeah,
I think a lot of us
You just don't like.
a
You
lot
don't
of
like
us.
the culture of the place you're in.
Yeah.
You're just not happy.
You
How
zone
are you
out.
going to?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened next? After Braeburn, you went to high school.
Yeah,
to
after high school now.
Where did you go to high school?
I used to do the IGCSE system.
Uh-huh.
I went to a school called Peponi.
Oh yeah, I know Peponi.
Peponi 2. Yeah, that time it was a new school. It was a much smaller.
Is it the one on
school.
Thika Road?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So we were about 180 people in that school. It was a new school.
It was new at the time.
Yeah.
Relatively new. So it was just like, in fact, I felt more at home there because it was more of my style. And then I was doing weekly boarding, so now I was actually staying with. So I used
What
to
do you mean
enjoy.
weekly boarding?
You go home on Friday, come back on Sunday. Yeah,
Hey.
so you just see your parents
Sunday at what time?
on the weekend. Sunday now in the evening,
Oh,
like
okay,
later in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was like, I used to really enjoy staying at school because I grew really close with my friends. Yeah, and we're still close even now to this day. But I think that bond that we had and the fact that it was a small school just made everything so much more enjoyable.
I think these more intimate schools are better, right?
I think it depends on the person. You know, there's also something it doesn't give you though, is the competitive spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with things that need to be competitive, like football.
Yeah, people need hella competitiveness.
Yeah. So I didn't. So now that's when I was at Maisa, because what I was getting at school wasn't enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because if you're good in that small environment, doesn't really mean anything. Yeah. Are you good now when you go and play against everyone else in the county?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the school team wasn't doing so well.
You know, you see the school team plays against other schools that are not also very competitive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's just, even if the school team does well, it doesn't mean, like if I try to compare my experience at the school in comparison to my side, it was two different levels. You know, my side, you're playing against guys who are 24, 25.
Pros.
No, they just cheat there on their age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're
birth certificate. So
yeah.
you might be playing with a guy who's saying he's in Form 1, but you can't tell.
Amekauka.
He's dry.
Yeah. So those experiences really build someone. Yeah.
I think these schools like Braeburn, Peponi, where they used to really excel was Swimo. Because
they have a
to
swimming pool.
be won by those guys.
Because you know they have the swimming. Okay. Swimming is a rich person's sport. Or let me not say rich, but somebody who has access to a swimming pool.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody has access to a swimming pool.
Yeah.
It's just like golf or tennis. Most of the guys who play those sports in our country
tennis,
are people who have access, and those people who have access are not the kawaida guy. Football is a poor person's sport. All you need is a ball.
You can even make one.
Yeah,
make one at your home. So it becomes very competitive because everybody plays football.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I remember when we'd go for those national swimming competitions, the Braeburn guys would come through. International School of Kenya. Those guys have carried a soda, half a loaf of bread, and an egg as our lunch. Check it.
Make a boil off.
Yeah, but then you eat it. Like, how the heck are you gonna win those other kids?
You cannot.
Those other kids are eating some sort of balanced-ish looking diet.
I think your vitamin D.
Like
tablets.
So we'd really lose out when we get to the nationals, to those teams. I wish there was someone who just took interest in us.
I'm sure you were pretty good though.
Yeah.
To get that far.
Yeah, but there was no one who showed us the seriousness of, or just even the way of developing the gifts to a place where you can travel internationally and represent the country.
You probably would need the school would have had to invest in a good coach, which the international schools can do, and then it would have to give you time. Like tell you, okay, the swimming team at a place like Braeburn will come in at like 6 a.m. They'll train until 7:30, then go to class. Then after school, they'll train again. Because you know, swimming is a low impact sport, so you're unlikely to get injuries. So it means you can actually do it almost every single day. So if they have done it every single day, and you're having done it 3 times per week, there's no competition. There's no competition.
Okay, how, man? But at least it used to get me out of school. Taking me, I'm here for the trip. Yeah, man. So before we get back to after Peponi, like, what was your parents' parenting style? Were they strict or were they a bit chill?
Absent. I'm messing.
Check your absent achievers.
My parents were the kind of I'm joking.
That would make for a very good bit. I don't know you set it up.
My parents were they were people who believed in that if you really want something, you can attain it.
Yeah.
And I think because they had done that in their own lives, they are willing to encourage their sons to do the same. Yeah, that's what they truly believed. So they were very much like, oh, this is what you want to achieve? Okay, how are you going to do it? Okay, how do we support you?
Oh, okay.
They barely
Yeah.
whooped you guys, I'm guessing.
No, they did.
Oh.
They did, yeah.
Was it a
But
serious whooping?
there was an age that we got to. Yeah, sometimes. But now there's an age where we got to where my dad specifically said, my dad used to try and treat us like men.
Yes.
I think he knew the kind of world that we would exist in would require us to be on our own.
So he talked to you.
He would tell you, no, I'm no longer going to beat you if you make a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he explicitly, I think when I was around 12, my brother was 14. That's what he said. I can't beat you when you make a mistake.
Yeah.
You now bear the repercussions of your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how he did things. Yeah, but the thing is, they were always working. So I never grew close to my parents when I was a child.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And that's how, when I was 15, so long story short, I basically wanted to play football. That was the one thing I knew. So once I finished my IGCSE exams, I was a year younger than most of the people in my class. So I had actually finished at 15. So at that point now I moved to the US to join a soccer academy.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
and I was able to now leave my family because I felt we don't really have that kind
Yeah.
of relationship. You know what I mean?
So I could go.
Yeah. So I was happy to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that now after Peponi?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
perfect. So, like, how did that come about?
So my parents have always been very supportive, and to be honest, I was obsessed. I was to the point where that's all I would think about. That's all I would do.
Playing soccer.
Yeah.
Who are you
And
looking
I
up to at the
didn't-
time?
In terms of players,
Yeah.
I used to watch Arsenal. So Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, those are the guys. Robert Pires. Thierry Henry was my favorite player. I
Yeah.
wanted to be like Thierry
Check
Henry.
it. Thierry Henry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that's all I saw. That's all I wanted to achieve. And yeah, by the grace of God, my parents were supportive towards that. So they went online. They they found an academy, and then now they started to interact with that academy. They said, okay, why don't you go for 2 weeks? We'll come with you, and let's see whether you can actually join this academy. So it's like a trial, basically. So I went for 2 weeks, and I did very well.
So how's that like? Like, what happens during a trial?
It was basically like if you've wanted something your whole life, and then now it's presented to you. But it was also very anxiety inducing because you're going to a foreign place.
Yeah.
Everything was foreign, but then when you look at the facilities, you're like, this is heaven. Like, if I don't succeed here, like, this is everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
So I have to do my best. So after those 2 weeks, I did decently well. And then now the academy spoke with my family. They said I can join their full-time program. So the full-time program was basically like school football every single day. It was very rigorous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I would train like 6 times in a week, and sometimes twice in a day. And that was all you thought about, just football and your education. Football and your education.
Is the school the same facility? It also has a
Yeah, it
school?
was on the same facility.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
In fact,
okay.
I started university classes early because the IGCSE system doesn't translate directly to the American system. So from their end, I had already finished high school. So I started university at 15. So now it was even more of a shock because I was
Yeah.
now going to class, and the guys I'm going to class with are 18, 19.
Yeah.
So they're like this. And when I was 15, I looked like I was a small kid. I was really small,
Shaky.
man.
Oh,
Like, I
your
was small
growth
and
spurts
skinny.
had not hit.
No,
yet.
not at all.
You weren't tall.
No, I wasn't. In fact, I haven't been tall most of my life.
Oh.
If I was, honestly, I would fit in most places. Yeah.
Even me haven't gotten that part.
Not yet, eh? You're still hoping.
But on alone.
I'm gonna be tall in a few months.
Yep.
So you're in university at 15.
Yeah, I was doing college classes.
What were you doing?
In the US, you do level of math, you do algebra, you do language. So in the first 2 years of college, it's general courses.
Okay.
Yeah, and then now after those 2 years, you now specialize in whatever course you wanted to take.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't. I the way I saw education, it was the one reason why my parents would send me back home. So I knew that is the one thing I need to deliver on.
All right.
So I did really well academically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was a very good student,
Ah.
which surprised now the people who were there, because they're saying this kid was doing better than the guys who were older. Yeah. But it was a good experience.
So you cleared at how old?
So I actually finished. I had an associate's degree when I was 18.
What's an associate's
An
degree?
associate's degree is like a 2-year degree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had that now when I was 18, and then now I got a scholarship now to play and to study in a university.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
To study in a university.
Mhm.
So meaning you had to go to another 2
So
years?
you're doing now.
So now,
degree.
I had to do another 2 years. This story is very complicated to try and explain, but basically, the 3 years I spent at the academy, when I arrived, I wasn't. You have this perception that Americans can't play football, but then you go there and you realize Americans are not the ones playing football. At least not at that time. It was mostly Mexicans and and Latin Americans.
So those are the guys who are in the academy.
So most of them, many of them are from, like, in the academy are from Latin America, so they're very good.
Yeah.
And then the Americans that are there are also very good.
Mm.
Because, America has a big population. And I think that helps them in a lot of sports. Because you have
It's a
so
bigger
many
pool.
people
Yeah.
to select from.
Yeah.
So the few
You
that
will
you get,
find-
they're
yeah.
going to be really good.
Ah.
So I was bad. I was not good. In comparison to them, I wasn't good. It's only that I had this mentality of, this is everything I've ever wanted.
Mm.
So I'm just going to work as hard as...
You probably had that
like
edge
good.
for Misa also.
Yeah.
yeah. Just that I was just very focused.
Grit.
There were some guys there who you could tell they were talented, but they didn't want it as bad as
Yeah.
as I wanted.
So did it help be like locking in?
Of course, yeah. I grew now in those 3 years to the best team that plays in the academy.
All right, Team A.
Yes, like now the first team. And then from there, that's when I got the scholarship now to play in university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting, eh?
Fun.
But that's a bit of a shocker. Like, you're a local champ, and then now you go and find other champs.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with your swimming. You go and see guys who have been doing this 4 or 5 times a week because
Yeah.
they've been allowed the time, they have the facilities, they have the coaching.
Yeah.
There's no way you, who's been doing it 3 times per week with substandard facilities and substandard coaching, is going to be able to compete against them.
Yeah.
You might be able to compete physically,
Yeah, but
but now in terms of the other aspects of the game,
Yeah.
yeah, they're ahead.
I normally think of that, especially when it comes to podcasting. Eh? Like, if you're most podcasts do 1 episode a week, maximum 2. Eh?
Yeah.
So, and I learned this from SK. So SK came to the radio station once.
Kinude.
Yes, shout out to him, by the way.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So he said, you guys are on the podcast, and then you're also over here at the radio station. Can you imagine the $10,000 you guys will gather from this thing?
Yeah.
Check me.
Ndio by the way. Yes, ndio.
Okay, it's obvious, but it's also not so obvious.
It's also obvious when you're doing it. It feels like it's just drudgery, entertain, but kumbe you're actually gathering.
So that's how I bumped up the pace of the podcast to do more.
Hey,
Okay, obviously now you add, there's more to just quantities. There's also technique.
Yeah, and then there's the natural gift that you have, like how you guys
Yes.
are very good at asking questions. You're good listeners. There's some podcasts you go to where the guy is more concerned with how he looks than he's the one telling you the story, and yet he's invited you there. It's like he wants you to interview him. So there's that natural talent that somebody has to something, and that can offset the number of hours they actually need to get to a certain place. You might need 3 podcasts to be as good as someone else, but that other person needs a year.
Yeah.
Same with comedy.
Yeah, true.
You find a guy, you're like, he's more natural than this other guy who's been doing it 2 years.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah.
But I guess the lesson is, even if you're the other guy who's not as good as the other guy, you can use time and repetition to get
to
good.
get you there.
Sure, but then there's also the part you can't teach, which nobody likes to talk about.
Yeah, I think you need to be very self-aware. Like, just be true to yourself. Anyway, is this my calling, or do I really
Is this
want
my
it
area?
that much? Don't kid yourself. That way you'll be able to fodder it with the zeal.
Or just be aware that I have a weakness in this area, but it's never going to be a strength.
Yeah,
you know, like you can
make
keep
peace.
trying to fight. Yeah, you can keep trying to fight it and say, okay, the kind of jokes I want to write stories, and then you realize that's just, I'm not the kind of person who does that.
Yeah, true.
So instead of trying to fight, do that for 2 years, just say, look, I don't write stories.
Accept and follow
and
another
then
route.
focus on your strengths.
Yeah.
Your strength is one-liners, do one.
Like me, I don't focus on marriage.
Check it starts by, first of all, having an interest, a female interest. Sawa?
So this team A. So you've done you're in team A, and then you got a scholarship. Were you still continuing soccer after the?
Yeah, so the scholarship was for football.
It was a football.
Was to go and play for a team. So
was it another state? By the way, what state were you in for the
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. So now I moved to.
The weather is good.
Yeah. It's, in fact, it's very hot. I wouldn't even say it's good.
Like
it's
all year round.
Oh, it's humid.
It's really hot. Yeah, like the kind of heat I haven't experienced in Africa before.
Yeah. And the way those guys do Africa hot jokes.
Hey, imagine. And I'm like, no, you actually hotter here, man.
Checky, what is the weather situation in Lagos? Checky, hot as hell.
Have you seen that bit? So you're in Florida. You've moved to the scholarship. So what was that looking like?
So basically, the college game in the US is very developed. Yeah, I think it came originally from football, American football, and also basketball. But basically, they allow you to combine your academics with your sport of choice. And so these universities have really big budgets to recruit students from all over the world.
Yeah.
And even now, that's the work that I do.
Oh, okay.
So now they'll go to different countries and they'll say, okay, this player is here. Okay, how much scholarship do they need? And they have, they'll give them a scholarship, and then they come over and then they play for the team. And then, they basically have their education and their football.
And how do you make money? Like, is there you have to work, get a side job?
So when it comes to making money, the university sees, the team sees the scholarship you have as the money that they're giving you.
Yeah.
When it comes to now making extra money, you probably have to find a job on campus. It's just like being a regular student.
Oh, yeah. But no, also it's because the practice work is also very grueling. Plus now you're working on the side to make your living expenses money. It must be grueling, like the whole setup.
Yeah, though there's the season itself. During the season, you can't really focus on anything but education and the sport. But now after the season, usually there's some downtime that you can actually. I used to work at a gym. I used to work at just like mtu wa mkono. Basically, I did some gardening as well.
Oh, okay.
Landscaping.
Yeah.
With
not even it was gardening. Not like, don't qualify by saying it's landscaping. It was gardening.
Yeah, with Kina Jose.
Wow. That's racist.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's a horrible.
Yeah, it is. It's Florida.
So like, your parents were still supportive. Did they used to come over to see you? Did you used to come home?
So yeah, my parents were very supportive during that time. Of course, because the fees are high. Even to join that academy was a big sacrifice for my family.
Even with the scholarship.
That was before.
So the scholarship was partial. So even with the scholarship, there's still something that they had to, even just to pay for a flight, to pay for all of those things. It costs a lot of money for my family. But they've always been supportive. They've always been, they've always been there for us.
Oh, okay.
So was your brothers also sports inclined?
My brother took another path. He ended up doing, he's a software developer now. In Canada.
All right, man. Shout out to him, bro.
Shout out my brother. I won't mention his name.
Why not?
People might look for him.
You can just call him his first name. His name.
Mureithi.
Nah.
Mukindia.
Sema ingine Getonga.
My brother is named Munene.
Ndumbi.
Oh, Munene. Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out
Shout out to
Munene.
Munene, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. So what happened next after this scholarship period?
So now I'm still focused on football because that's what I believe is my path. So I'm playing for the school team. Now the next part, I don't know how I can describe it properly, but basically, when I went to the US, I started doing college classes, which means that my college, you don't get 4 years to play college soccer.
Yeah.
So now, basically, I qualified because I had done so many years. When I was 15, I qualified as a senior, meaning that I only had 1 year to play in the university I was in. Yet I'm 18. Yeah. So that means I had to move to a different league. So in the US, there's different leagues. There's NCAA, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, and NAIA.
So
The bigger schools are in
lower.
NCAA Division 1. So that's the school I was playing in a Division 1 school. But I had to move to a different league. But it worked out because the team I ended up on was actually better than the Division 1 team that I was playing.
So did you bump higher? Did you go to
Lower.
Yeah, I went a step up.
so Division 1, now you went to the main league? How do you call
No,
how do
I
you-
moved to a whole different. So instead of NCAA Division 1, it was now NAIA.
Division
So
1
NAIA,
still.
That one doesn't have divisions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's now just a different league system.
NA stands for
Completely. National Athletic
important.
Association.
Something association.
Alright.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
different football league.
It's a different football league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you still under your scholarship then, or not?
Yeah, so now in fact I got
Oh.
a better scholarship. Yeah, and then the last place I went to I got the biggest scholarship.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you are killing it. This
Yeah, but
stuff.
you're killing it.
I
You know, you're
was
speaking very
trying.
gently.
Yeah, but yeah,
that trajectory.
Yeah, it's
I was trying.
serious grit.
yeah,
Were
I
you
was trying.
trying?
I was you know, you always compare yourself to what you see around you. So there's always better players than you. There's always people who get more opportunities than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then those who are
So-
lower and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Clearly, it wasn't that. Were you doing extra work apart from the regular training?
You know, it's all consuming at that point. You train every single day. You think of how you can get better. You do extra coaching on the side. You do individual sessions. It's just you just do basically everything you can.
Yeah,
The-
you're
in fact,
eating
the
right.
reason why I grew, I had a growth spurt when I went to the US. So even when I came back, my parents almost didn't recognize me because I had gone a few inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, it's the GMO.
I was forcing.
McDonald's.
I was actually, because when I went there, I was so small that, the coaches would say, this guy needs to bulk up, he needs to do something.
So what did you do?
So I used to
Life.
force feed myself.
For real.
Yeah.
Guy, kama ile
used
daki ya
to-
nini?
Do I
Ya foie
fall
gras.
Okay.
Ipate fatty liver. Ati, for really, you do that deliberately?
Yeah, I was trying to eat I used to tell myself I eat 3 plates every meal. So now I was trying to do that every single meal.
And
Yeah.
that's what you did. What
That's
you
what
were
I
able
did.
to do. Wow.
Yeah. And then now, in addition to all of the activity I was doing, the gym and whatever,
Yeah,
my
puberty.
body
Si
just
puberty ndio ikahit.
my body grew.
But you
Yeah.
didn't get fat.
No, I didn't get fat. I don't think you can
'Cause
get
you're
fat in
burning
that
the-
environment. You can eat as much as you want. You won't get fat. Yeah.
Because of burning the calories.
Because of
the-
the amount of activity you do.
And was the training hard?
Yes, it was extremely intense. Like I can't even compare it to the training we were doing here. Yeah, and then it was competitive. That's the thing, is because there's different teams in the academy, so everybody's trying to play for the top team. So you don't know, every week you don't know whether you're going to be on the bench or whether you're going to play. So you just have to be as good as you can too,
Yeah, all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
And the pain, what do you do with the pain? Like, it's painful.
The pain of
It's easy.
Unapaka deep hit.
see, now that's the life you know. You don't have anything to
I think
compare it
there's
to.
a zone
okay.
athletes in gear in their head that it's kind of like an
part of
obsession,
life.
I think.
Yeah. Which I think is something I naturally find myself, even with something like comedy, I'll think, okay, this is something I enjoy, it's something I want to do. Now I'll try and employ the same mentality to that. So I'll say, okay, how much do I need to practice in a day? How much can I commit? Okay, 30 minutes. I'll do that every single day. Yes, if I get better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ish, that is interesting. You know me, I'm really learning things that I'm gonna use up on the podcast.
Like they're your own thoughts.
Yeah. So what happened next? You're on this new league.
Yeah. So things go quite well. The team that my last year of college football, I wanted now to go and play professionally, basically, and we won a national championship. So out of the 200 teams that are in that league, we were now like the number one team.
Eesh.
So now that enabled me to have certain opportunities. So I'd go for trials with different teams, not MLS, or rather MLS teams and some below. And so I went for different trials, and then I ended up finding, it's through an agency called Soccer Visa, I ended up finding an opportunity in Finland. And so I was invited to preseason in Finland. So I came back home so I can prepare for that. So when I came back home, I started training with KCB. KCB playing the Kenya Premier League. So now I was just training, preparing for that opportunity. But then a few weeks before I was supposed to go, the team said they can't take another international player.
The Finnish team.
Yeah. And so at that point now, it was like the first moment where I'd actually stopped to think, what do I want to do with my life? Do I want to continue pursuing this path, or should I do something else?
But it also must have broken you. How did you feel?
It did. It was painful. But then I realized, for me, much of the reason why I was playing football is because I really wanted to prove that it was possible. And then the same sacrifices I was making didn't feel the same anymore. You know, there's only so many sacrifices you can make. You forgo like friendships, you forgo the lifestyle of college, American college, but you forgo everything.
Took me, I've forgotten marriage.
Is that intentional or unintentional?
Companionship.
Have you?
I'm really gonna do that marriage bit till the end of this podcast. Yeah, but I hear you, man.
Okay, and up until then, you have given
How old were you at this?
a lot.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was musing.
So how old were you at this point?
I'm 22, 23.
Okay.
So I could have gone back to the US and probably continued being a coach and playing, because that's what I was doing. And I decided, you know, if I go and coach, I knew if I go there, I'm going to stay for some time. And I always felt like if I go and coach there, I'm coaching kids who already have. But I know based on how my career went, I always knew that there are talented kids here who just don't have any opportunities. And so I always feel like a personal responsibility to try and help them, because I was helped to get to where I went to. So I always knew that if I try and stay there, it would just eat at me every single day. Like, why am I not actually trying to help? So
what made you think of them, the other kids?
I think it's because I remember how it was when I was younger.
The past.
Just not having, like, you just don't know where to go. Nobody's helping you. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yet you have this thing that could give you the lifestyle that I got.
Yeah.
And I always saw myself as, I don't know why I've always seen myself as very blessed. And you know, when there's a certain guilt you have when you're blessed, the way I've been blessed. There's a guilt of how my family was able to support me through all of that. How my family was able to make it from a place like Meru to where they got to.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, so when you have that feeling, I just felt like, well, I need to stay here and think of how I'm going to help these guys. You know, if I'm going to do anything with my life, if it's not football, because you know, until that point, you never thought, what could you do aside from playing football? You don't believe you have any other talent. You don't believe you have any other thing that you can do. So I said, if I'm going to do anything with my life, and then I'd also experienced some jobs here and there. You know, I'd gone to work in sales. I think I lasted a month.
Yeah.
What are you selling?
A month.
I was selling a sports club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But at least
like
you
a
still
sports
have your
membership.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't though. It's like a corporate. thing
The
where you meet
principle.
people and then you try and
Sales.
convince them
Yeah.
that this thing is
What did Dudley?
yes.
Type thing.
I don't know where those guys got my number.
Yeah.
They
Because
actually think I can afford to
What did they
get.
wow.
Church I do.
Check it. Which one do you want to take? Check it. Give me time.
I'll revert.
Check it, I'm working on my subscribers. I'll be back. Yeah, it's not an easy job.
Yeah, so I'd experienced that. What else had I done? I can't even remember. But it just felt like, okay, if I'm going to do something that, if I have to work, because you have to work at the end of the day, you have to make some money somehow,
Yeah.
then why not do something that you actually care about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when now I started to try and build an academy,
Oh, okay.
a football academy.
So what was
Nice.
the like? Where do you start if you want to build an academy?
Well, it was interesting. The first thing I wanted to do is write a book
About what?
about my journey, because I felt like I needed to close that chapter of my life.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, I kept thinking, okay, when I was my age, what would really help me? Aside from an academy, I thought if I could, have somebody to tell me their story coming from where I come from. Because I read all these footballers' books.
Mm.
The only difference is they didn't come from where I came from.
True that.
And then nobody is writing about, or nobody's saying anything about, you can go from here and go here or whatever. So I spent like 6 months just writing a book in addition to the other work I was doing. Yeah.
Where's the book?
And yeah, the book was done in 2018.
Oh.
And then it was released. Then I realized footballers don't read. So
Ukatengenezea
So-
PowerPoint.
so I was like, okay. Then I think I just wrote it for me.
No, but
Yeah.
it's
But there are
published.
some people. There are some people who have that book and they've messaged me and told me. It's actually in the newspaper.
Yes.
What's the name of the book?
So yeah.
It's called To Chase a Dream in Nairobi.
Wow. It must
Yeah.
have. Check it.
So where is it? Yeah,
It must have been it shook at some people. There was people you were to write for.
You know what I did? I was selling it online. Not many people bought it. But then I put it in my mom's clinic. And my mom is a gynecologist.
Oh, okay.
So she's seeing mothers almost every day.
Yeah.
So now they would sit down and then they would read. Okay, from my perspective, the book is quite captivating in the
Yeah.
opening parts.
Yeah, if you say so yourself.
So, yeah. So they would sit down and then they would read the book and then they're like, I want to buy this book. So now my mom would
Yeah.
sell the books for me.
All right.
Yeah,
Most of them have sold actually from her clinic.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Maybe,
then they
yeah.
buy it for someone else.
Yeah.
Sometimes they read it themselves.
Yes.
And then now they'll message me and say, hey, I read your book.
Ah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, it was dope
So
too.
where can we get the book? Me.
Yeah,
You
right
want-
now.
You want to
Yeah.
read? I don't know if you teach you about marriage.
Do you have one?
I
No,
don't know.
I will write the book on marriage, bro.
Oh, you're gonna write it.
After I finish my quest,
Oh, you will research.
I tell you what the book will be called. Marriage. Married guys are gonna be texting me. Chicky Mano, I read the book
thank
and
you.
it ruined my marriage.
Ruined or strengthened.
Hopefully
So where is the book though?
Yeah.
So they sold out. I actually don't have any more copies left.
But you
I
could publish
I
more,
kind of
no?
gave up on,
Is it?
selling, on selling
No,
them.
I think the
Chicky.
older you get, the more you
Yeah,
sell.
if you still have it, I think still take it out. Put it out here in this book fairs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like timeless.
Yes. Able publish some more.
yeah.
Get some more prints out. For real.
In fact, what we decided to do is
Eh.
actually to create a documentary.
okay,
Because
okay,
footballers
okay.
don't
Apart from
read,
the
but
book,
they
though.
watch.
Check it.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
approach.
But
as well.
also, maybe footballers are not the target audience for the book.
Yeah.
Because you see, a story is life lessons.
Yeah. To whoever.
Yeah,
finds
like
it.
when you're telling your story here, I'm not a footballer, but I'm learning a lot. So it's life lessons. That's why random guys in a guy in a.
To a couple more copies,
Yeah.
man.
So you get it like maybe a digital version. You can get
Yeah,
on
an
Noria
ebook.
bookstores or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, maybe I should have
An
pushed
ebook?
harder. But
But
you
it's
still, you could
there.
still do. You-
yeah, I can still maybe.
You
Yeah.
still have the manuscript.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure guys on the pod will start saying it.
Yeah, like up your
So
kitabu.
for my
Oh.
own sake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chiki Manu msema your book iko wapi Manu? Chiki naongea na yeye na amesema to publish. No, but for sure, but that's dope. So the book encompassed your life from your youth to the time when you got back to Nairobi.
Yeah, it's basically a story about football and then the lessons you learn and the whole journey basically
Oh, okay.
until I came back.
So now we are building this academy now.
So how it started, hey man, it's a long journey. initially, after I had gone down with the book, some people reached out to me and said, "Hey, we'd like you to come and see whether you want to be part of this." Basically, they used to run tournaments. I won't mention their name, but they used to run tournaments. No. Anyway, they used to run tournaments, and so now I was part of building the academy side of it.
Oh, I think it's a betting company. Yeah?
So,
Mars bet. Martian bet.
anyway, long story short, so the way I saw it was, because of my career, I know some people who can actually take players and give them scholarships or give them opportunities, whether that's a professional opportunity or otherwise. So the question is now, can I get access to that level of player here? And do they fit that kind of opportunity? So even one point, I brought a friend he's from the UK, but he was based in the US as well. And he came and he watched players, and from watching those players, he selected 3 of them. All of them ended up getting scholarships, and they went to the US.
Yo, that's dope. So that was your first batch?
That was now the first batch.
That felt
dope.
good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain fulfillment that it gives you where you know you're really helping someone. And some of the testimonies I used to get from parents, like a parent who has never envisioned that this football thing could help their son.
Anything, yeah.
There was one student in particular who he was on the brink of joining university because the whole family had refused this football thing. And then I sat down with their family, and they had a scholarship that was, I think, worth 80% of the fees.
A football scholarship.
Just soccer.
Yeah.
And he graduated just the other day, actually. He did really well academically as well. So it really actually changed his life. So when you feel that, you feel like, oh man, because they never even watched him play. They didn't even know. They say, this guy plays football here and there.
Time waste.
That's deep, man.
So
that was it gave you hope, like you're on the right path.
Exactly. But what we needed to work on was the structure of development. Just the way for swimming, you didn't have the right environment for you to become the best swimmer. So how does that environment get created, and how is it sustainable? So we went to high schools initially. Also around that time, I started working in the government. Hey, there's some things I've done in my life. Okay.
Hey, Mbaka Gava.
I worked in the Ministry of Sports.
What are you doing
for 2 years at a place called the Kenya Academy of Sports. So I was in charge of developing programs that would help in talent development.
Wow,
cool.
that's such a
but
big
that's right
deal.
up your alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only that the tempo and the I've come from like the private sector where I'm pushing every day to make things possible. I'm on the ground, I'm coaching, I'm doing all of these things. But then the tempo of people who are seated in an office, they don't have any,
Especially in our sports department, like the pressure is not very.
Especially in the Gava.
they hadn't had the experiences I had, and so I think, and in the way Gava works, I think it just wasn't accommodating for somebody who has a lot of ideas
and wants to implement them
immediately.
So how did you survive? Were you doing?
I didn't. I left.
But you stayed for 2 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, 1 year was COVID, so it was more like 1 year. So
you were hoping it would change, but
I was hoping things might change. I was trying to. To be fair to them, they have done a little bit more now.
Than Kitambo,
But if I don't think it was the kind of place I needed to be at that time. Maybe later, I don't know.
I think your energy, you're young, you have a lot of energy and
exactly.
Yeah, you have the expertise.
And then I was still running the academy at that time. So I was still on the ground with the coach, and I can see the need that is there. But then now in the place I am, I'm not empowered to make the change that is necessary.
Yeah.
So you're running your academy.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing the name?
The name is True Talents of Africa.
Huh?
Oh.
True Talents
of Africa.
Yeah.
So you had a coach?
So when we first started, it was in 2019. I hadn't gotten the job at the government yet. It came a few months later. So when we started, it just started from very humble beginnings. I had a coach who we used to work with, and we had maybe like 25 players or so that were all teenagers. So we were just, every day I'm trying to tell them, no, this football thing can work. We're coaching, whatever. The way the academy was structured to run is similar to a school. So parents are paying fees for there. Yeah. So you involve the parents in the journey. And then, another thing that really helped in my journey is my own testimony.
Yeah.
Because if I was able to make something of football, then parents will believe, oh, okay, he was able to do it. If he says my son is able to do it, then let's see how far this thing can take him. So after that, now we went to high school. So we worked with 2 local schools, and we basically used to come in initially twice per week. It grew to 4 times per week, where now we would train the students and then, basically give them a rigorous, the kind of environment that I had access to, the one that you needed for swimming.
Oh, okay.
And maybe for marriage.
But how did you get your first kid?
So
on the football
Yeah.
kid. So
Kwani tumeruka mpaka tukupata watoto?
So
Or it wasn't one kid, it was a group of kids at once.
we went to a high school. We went to high schools, and then we pitched the program. Like, we can run a program within your school, and so it was very much like go to assembly where all the students are, and then just tell them my journey. I told them, this is me. This is how I was. I was just like you. This is where I went. I believe it's possible here too. This is what you need to do. And then now they would slowly join. I think we started with like 6 students, then it grew. When I left that old company that I was working with, now the students now came with me, and I continued the program from there.
Okay. And how are you funding it initially before you got your job at Gava?
So now it's the parents would pay.
They are paying fees.
They're paying fees, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Parents would pay fees. So there's 2 ways you can run something, especially when it comes to sports or arts in our country. You could go the NGO route, which happens a lot in sports, where I go to some rich individuals in America and I say, cheki majama, au watu hawana viatu.
Yeah, you go with some photographs.
And exactly.
Check this one, it's very telling, especially in marriage.
Lakini hana nini
resources for marriage. So I could have gone that way, but what I've seen is it's not sustainable, and it doesn't give the best environment, because you have to train on substandard facilities. Because why are you giving kids who don't have the best facility? It doesn't make sense for them to keep funding you. At the same time, the donor can pull out at any time,
and then the project will just crumble.
Then the project crumbles. Then you're dependent on other people. So you find the person you are serving, which is the player, is not actually the one who's sacrificing in terms of resources. So you're actually serving the person who's giving you the money.
Yeah,
that's how I guess it works in business. The true person you're serving is the one who's giving you the money.
Yeah.
So when you think of all of those things, I thought, how can this thing run sustainably? And so I thought, why don't we just make it so valuable that the parents and the families themselves are willing to cover the cost of this thing? If you can't prove to the parent that this is good for their child, you're really not doing anything meaningful. So that's what we did, and that was the journey that we went on, and it's been now 6 years of running that academy.
Oh man, shout out, bro. So who are you running it with?
So I ran it with a very able team of we're about 12 individuals total. And there's a team of coaches. There's the guy who we work with in marketing, guy we work with as an accountant. It's basically just it's a company.
But initially
when we started, we were just 2 of us, 2 coaches. And then
where did you get the other coach guy?
We recruited.
So it was you and 2 coaches.
So it's myself and another coach. And then over time, we grew.
Grown.
Yeah, we've grown.
Are you still with that first coach?
No, he moved on. He's now coaching in Tanzania. In TZ,
Okay. But you've created some thing.
Yeah. Which I think it's even other than just the people that you're training, the kids that you're training, even these coaches who this was their thing from Kitambo, and they wameshindwa pale wataipelekesha, and then to have something like this, I think gives them a second chance at doing futa.
And that's why I feel that sense of personal responsibility. It's because of what I was blessed with, I have the opportunity to do that. And I feel if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it. Nobody has the so I have to do it. So we basically now run programs for students from 7 all the way until 21. And then
44.
But if labda wakuja wakiwa coach ama mentor.
Cheki mi haya tupige tufanye nini kocha? Mimi niko ready. Niko motivated.
Coaches Kim.
Yeah. So it's worked out well. I think we've gotten to a decent point. And the success stories. So even over the past 3 years, there's been about 20 players who've gone on to different opportunities internationally. Some have gotten soccer scholarships. This is both men.
Yeah, that is so fulfilling.
Men and women.
Men and women.
Wow, that's dope.
Girls
that is
and
very
boys.
Yeah, in fact, our women's program, we don't have many girls.
Yeah.
But
the ones
it's
you
almost
do
like
have?
50% of them that have actually gotten scholarships and
Yeah.
gone to play. So I'm really grateful for them.
That's dope.
How do we make it such that, you know, the way, like when we are doing stand-up, initially me, I used to want to travel and go and do stand-up abroad. But I was like, those abroad places already have their comedians. And I feel like in Kenya, people need to laugh here also. And so we need that product here.
Yeah.
And it's a good product. So like same case for football. How do we flip it such that like even they don't even need to go to those other countries?
That is a great question. In fact, to answer that question, I probably have to talk about. So the long-term plan with the academy has always been to give what's available on the other side of the world, to give it to students here. And so we've always wanted to start a school. So at the end of this, so there's is also through the support of my family and the guys I work with as well. We have some land next to Limuru in Tigoni. About 6 acres that we're developing into an international residential football academy. You should make it possible for people to hear.
But it would be nice.
I think we are so used to it.
Yeah.
Ideally, we should be wearing headphones. So
Yeah,
over here, these are
yeah.
headphones.
No, it's good that we're not wearing headphones.
Yeah. Actually, it's really cool when you wear headphones because you're plugged in. Like it's an immersive
It's an
experience.
immersive experience.
Or surround.
Okay, yeah.
So tell us about like the journey to get that land to like.
Oh my God. Hey, it's been a journey, man. It's taken about 2 years. There's a gentleman who basically owns about 400 acres in that area. And he's creating a controlled environment, or let me say a controlled development. Similar, you've heard of Tilisi, you've heard of Tattoo City. That, but on a much smaller scale. So there's a residential side, there's a school side, there's a commercial side, all of that. So that's basically how that place looks. And so he's selling the land now, but he's going to be now managing the facilities within the land. So initially when this started, I had gone to look for basically like a residential place where we can have students, because without it being residential, it's not as immersive as it needs to be. You need to have the students there, and then you can't separate the education from the football, especially in our country. They need to be able to do both at the same time, which is what I was exposed to, that enabled me to train as much as I needed to get to the level that I did. So I went to look for houses, I went to look at hostels, I went to so many different places. I used to speak with so many agents every day. They would take me this place, and nothing was working. And the places that were going to work, for some reason the landowner and I just it wasn't going to work out, because maybe they're charging too much in rent. They don't understand what we're trying to do. They're like, you want to put 40 boys in this house of mine, they're going to destroy the place, all of that stuff. But I feel like in everything I've done, I've always felt like God is pushing us in a certain direction. And so you just have to take those things as they come and then believe that eventually something will work out. So I eventually found this land. I started to involve my whole family, in fact my extended family as well. And
what did you do, like some sort of PowerPoint presentation?
For my family, yes. Now they went and did the PowerPoint now for the rest of the family.
Oh, okay. You did it in bits.
Yeah, so I did
to bring them in.
And my family has always been supportive, but I think they also they could see the trajectory of where we've come from, and the fact that the academy was also supporting itself. It's been sustainable. So they were saying, oh, okay, so this is actually working and it's making sense. There's people getting opportunities, it's paying for itself. Maybe this is actually something that can work. In Kenya at the moment, we don't have an international residential football academy. Yet there's so many people who want to play football. So they don't have the environment that they need. So yeah, now that's when somebody took us to this land, and in about 2 years, it took 2 years, even from the moment when we decided, okay, we want to take the land. It was about a year of lawyers going back and forth to decide how this thing is going to work. But we have a really good landowner. The families get along, and it's going to. I think it's going to work out.
Yeah, man. Shout out, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Have you guys started developing the place?
Yeah, so the fields are currently under development. We're doing container technology for the actual buildings.
Yes.
Because then, of course, there's that element of sustainable construction.
Yeah.
But then it's also so we can put the things up as fast as possible.
True.
Because it costs a lot of money. So the sooner we can make it work, the better.
Yeah, the better.
So,
get it running.
So yeah, the containers are also under construction. So hopefully by end of November, we'll actually start the program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Yeah, bigger, man. That's big stuff. So, have you started recruiting the kids?
The ones that you have now.
Guys are pre-recruiting.
We are hoping that the ones we have, many of them will transition with us.
Yeah.
And go. But then there's also other ones that will come. We are basically trying everything. You know how it is.
Do it.
There's a lot of consultants I've worked with. People who have run schools before, because those things are necessary so that you bring it to the world in the right way.
True that.
And also now you have to learn how to deal with parents too, right?
Yeah, though the thing is, on the football side, we have been doing this for 6 years.
Yeah, you have experience.
The part that gets challenging is on the education side and also the residential side. Because we'll now have people actually staying with us.
Yeah.
You know, that changes things, and then we'll have people who are doing their education with us. So it's kind of like the parent is now giving us all of the kid, whereas before they were like, okay, we'll give you 6 hours in a week, we'll give you 8 hours in a week.
Ish, but you're doing some big things, eh?
Yeah, big things are gone.
Check it, big things are gone. So how have you been doing all these things and doing comedy? I think now I understand why you're
doing life
every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm getting now the context.
Yes.
How did you start doing stand up now?
See, I watched Emmanuel Kisiangani perform.
For real?
Yeah, and then I was like, this guy is bad. Well, I can do better than this. That's how
Shout out!
Shout out to that
that was my goal in life.
Just to inspire.
Because after those years, I just decided, how can I
inspire others?
Inspire other people. That's what I've been doing ever since.
Yeah, true that.
No, but
for real. So you see, I was used to doing the arts thing. So after COVID, everything kind of died, and I kind of also knew that this poetry thing has if it's not competing, because competing made me feel like an athlete. It made it feel like if it wasn't competing, I didn't feel so motivated to do it. But I like to laugh. So I remember there's an event, I don't know if you were there, but it was at the Blues restaurant. And there was an event where I don't know if you were performing. I remember Stan performed. I think he's the only one I can remember from that night. I don't know why.
Was it an event or just?
Do you remember John Rebia?
The Blues.
I can't remember any other comedian that performed that night.
But what was the wholesome? But you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was even there with my now wife. I think at that time she was.
Man, shout out to the missus, bruh.
Shout out.
Yeah, she was my fiance at the time. And I just remember feeling like, you know what? I was telling her, I think I should try this.
Yeah.
So then the first time I tried, I went to Punchline, now Two Grapes.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanna, shout out Punchline.
I went to Two Grapes, and at that time it was still young. So I literally just asked, can I go on stage? And they were like, yeah, sure, just put your name here and you can go. Which of course is not the same now.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, that day I went on stage, and then...
Did you have a bit?
Yeah.
You had written.
Where did you get the bit?
What did I write about?
You wrote before going?
Yeah.
Oh, you prepped?
I prepped myself, yeah.
I think because of your poetry history, you had methodology.
Yeah. I knew I was
getting ready to prepare.
I think it was a bit too structured, looking back. But it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went really well.
And from then,
I was like, you know what? I should continue doing this thing. Then that's now how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And how I met some of the other guys. And then I remember there was a time I stopped. And I stopped because I felt like I was looking for the same thing I used to look for in poetry, in comedy, which is I want people to laugh and validate me and love me.
Adoration.
Which is not the healthiest way to
write.
Yeah, or to do anything. Yeah, I mean, that can still be there, but there has to be something else that is also motivating you.
Yeah.
So I told myself I have to stop and figure this thing out. So at that time I was also in therapy. I started learning to understand myself, to understand why I'm doing certain things, certain patterns that I have. So I was like, okay, so let me just take some time off comedy and not do this thing.
How long had you done comedy before the break?
Oh, maybe 5 months.
Oh, okay. And it was going well?
It was going okay. I wasn't as consistent, but yeah, it was okay. I was going to do a show with David Masharia and Doug. And then that's when I told them, actually, let me just take some time. Yeah.
You're going to do the show?
Yeah, I was going to do the show. But then, I remember what it was. That weekend, remember there was a COVID that, in 2021, there was a COVID that, I think Omicron or something. Then we shut down for about a month.
It came back.
And then now we came back to normal. Yeah. So now it was just before that. So the show was actually cancelled.
Oh.
And then now when the show was cancelled, I told Doug, you know what, I'm actually going to just take some time to figure this thing out, because I felt like I needed to understand, is God really wanting me to do this thing? Am I doing it for my own purposes? That kind of thing. So now when I came back, with more understanding of, okay, I can't go on stage wanting people to like me because I'm insecure in myself. I really just wanted to feel like I'm speaking to my friends and
having a good time.
Yeah, like we're just having a good time.
Yeah.
And there's a feeling you get as a comedian when you write a joke, then you realize you're speaking for other people. And then they validate it by laughing or by entertaining it. And then you're like, we're just hanging out. I think that's innate, like human nature.
Yeah.
When something happens to you, you want to tell someone.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, true.
In comedy, it's mostly good. Sometimes even when it's bad.
Yeah, you want to commiserate.
Yeah, you want to tell someone. So you can go and tell your boys and then maybe they laugh. So it's the same thing in comedy. You realize something like, why is this happening? And then you go and you tell it to people and then they're like, But also sometimes it doesn't work. You can go and say, why does this happen? And then they're like, what are you saying, man? Yeah.
So you took your hiatus was how long? 5 months?
Yeah, maybe something like 5-6 months.
And then you decided to go back, but with a certain structure.
Yeah, I told myself I'm actually going to try and enjoy for myself and do this more for myself. Oh, okay. Yeah, not needing anything from the audience.
Which is interesting because your bits really go ultra viral, you guys.
Yeah, that
But shout out to you, man. You guys, you've been doing some good
Imefika mpaka kwa mitandao za wamadhe.
Was it so? Mama.
Parents were sending that to each other.
Which bit was that?
What was the one that you did that mothers were everyone was, even older people?
I think about your dad. Yeah, about your dad and your bringing.
Yeah.
Was that the one?
You remember it?
Yeah, the Meru dad one, yeah? It wasn't that one?
Nah.
I think it was that one.
Mbona ini soundi familiar.
It didn't sound familiar. It was about his dad. Okay, I don't know what it was. I know what it was about, but I can't say it the way he was saying it. But I remember it. Maybe we'll try and get it and put it on the pod if you don't mind.
Sure.
So you're doing really well and you're seeing your bits doing really well. How did that make you feel?
No, you see, when I first came back, there wasn't any goal. It was just, I remember at the beginning of 2023, I told myself, okay, it's the same thing. You approach it kind of like an athlete.
You guys hold that thought. I've remembered this. You're saying me, I didn't grow up there. Me, I grew up in Kile. You remember?
Yes.
Is that bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he was telling you how he was.
Yeah, how he grew up poor. And
that's the one.
Yes.
That's the one then, yeah.
That's the one.
You're saying?
So, what was I saying? I
was asking how it made you feel when you're seeing the bits.
Oh, yeah. So I told myself in beginning of 2023, if I want to get good at this comedy thing, because like with anything, there needs to be some growth for you to actually, I believe if you're not growing, then you're dying. you know. So I just approached it with the same mentality of an athlete. If you want to get better at something, you just need to do it more consistently. So I told myself I'll perform once every 2 weeks and I'll post every 2 weeks. The posting was not even so much so that people could see. It's because I knew if I force myself to post, I now have to write.
Oh, because the beat is
Because
gone.
now I can't do it again.
Yeah.
So I would force myself to want to continue writing and whatever. So when this attention came, it kind of just took me by surprise. But then it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean? It's not like I posted one video and then I had been posting all of 2023.
So to this a result.
And
It's like
then-
traveling in this direction. Eventually, you'll reach a certain place.
Yeah. That's so now. I think it happened in November.
Your analogy, go ahead. Thank you.
So it happened in, I think it was in December. Yeah. And in my head, I just thought, oh, okay. I couldn't like, it didn't feel as big as maybe it would have felt, because in my head I was like, okay, but I had posted 20 other videos before that and nothing really happened. So, and then I've noticed I can't control it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You just do your job and then
Then it will go how it will
it
go.
goes how it goes.
How do you feel when you post? Do you feel exposed?
Sometimes, especially if the joke is, they're like, man,
It's kind of
Because I think
personal.
that's one
So
of my
good.
greatest bends. Like I'm like, this is crap.
You feel vulnerable.
So what I need to do is I just think the way you're saying every 2 weeks I'll post.
Yeah. And
No
just
matter
do
what it is,
Yeah.
I'll just keep posting. Did you have to fight with those thoughts when you were coming up with this schedule? Because it's exposing. It's you feel very vulnerable having your stuff, putting your stuff out there.
Yeah. But then I would always ask myself, is this funny to me? I'm like,
And
yeah.
if it is,
Genuinely,
Ooh.
I find this hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, we're good.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like it's funny to me. So let me just share. Whatever happens. And then I think there's also that understanding of the process. Like, because you're forcing yourself to do it consistently, over time, you will improve. Even if
you
the
will.
first part is bad, because you've said, okay, I have to post it. People will tell you there, this is really poor delivery, bro. And then you're like, you know what? Thank you. I will improve next week
I will look
or
into
the
it.
week after.
Yeah.
But you're forcing yourself to. But that's one thing that it's the same in football. There's that fear of trying hard, really trying hard at something. You see, like if you go to training and then you see a guy who came in 30 minutes before and now he's doing something. There's that feeling that the rest of the team has of, this guy is such a loser.
Yeah.
You know what
Check it
I
out,
mean?
guy. Check.
But then you don't realize, wait, he just cares about this thing and he's gonna try. And then those are the guys who end up doing something.
Have you read Ronaldo's autobiography?
No, I haven't.
Who have you
Messi
read?
fan.
Yeah, so tell us, like, what did you learn?
From reading all of those books?
Yeah, like, yes.
There's a book on Messi as well.
No, the ones I've read are from a while ago, like Steven Gerrard,
Oh,
Pele.
Okay. But it's sort of the same principles. I've read, there's this urban legend about Ronaldo, even during, if you go visit him, anakwambia twende nje, we do a few touches.
Yeah.
Is it the same theme across the board in regard to the autobiographies you've read about these great footballers?
In some cases, but it's generally like there's the fear of looking stupid. It's also in comedy as well.
Yeah, and
You
even
just-
just in life.
Yeah, you fear looking
You're looking dumb.
just dumb, because when you post something, you have that fear of like, people might just be like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
But then people don't realize, like, that person doing it's like when you go on stage, that person doing that thing is a win in itself.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
appearing.
Yeah,
Yes.
just doing
Appearing
it,
is the first win.
because eventually something they have to learn something. They gain from it.
True that.
Yeah. So that's the way I've always seen things.
What's in the Messi autobiography that's interesting?
Well, I haven't read it. I don't think he has
Is there
one.
one?
What have you read that? Which is the one
Like,
that has stuck in your mind?
Drogba.
Oh, it's a book on Drogba.
There's a book on Drogba.
So what about him?
Why did that stick him? I think it's because he's an African player.
Did he go to school in Cote d'Ivoire?
I think for a little bit, but he was mostly based in France.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hans.
Or his family was already in France?
I don't know if his family. He was based in France. Yeah.
These guys also really work hard to get where they get to, right?
No, they do. It's a mix of things. Yeah, it's always like a mix of, is it talent, hard work, character, and then opportunity. Yeah. It's never like one thing.
Oh, yes.
There's many guys who are talented but maybe don't get the opportunity. Many guys who get the opportunity but maybe don't have the character.
In fact, that's what I wanted to ask. Do you guys emphasize on character as you're training the kids?
Yes, we have something called mental conditioning. So that's like off the field. How are you as an individual? Can you lead others? Can you communicate well?
Yeah, true.
That's really big, because you might be talented, but if you go some place and you don't conduct yourself the right way,
it
you
can
get sent
You won't
back.
last.
Yeah, you won't last.
Like-
Sorry, I think a lot of people who are into sports have that kind of comes with it, because sports needs so much discipline. In a palata where as a person you also become a bit more disciplined in your life. So yeah, it is nice that you emphasize that while
But I think
training
we also
them.
have some sad stories. Sorry to mention names. There's a story about Wanjiru, the athlete.
Yeah, him ni dondo zilim.
I think that
Lim-
money
corrupt.
So do you train them like what to do when you get money? That's too far ahead.
You're hoping that the character, that the mental, the mental, what is that? What did you call it? Mental condition?
Conditioning.
That will help them.
Because I'm sure when you're going to Finland, the check would have been a good check, right?
Yeah, if I'd signed for the team, I would be comfortable.
Yeah. So, but does anyone? Because we have been working so hard. We've been working so hard to get to this moment, and then now you've gotten this huge signing, but no one has talked about the money, like how to, because that money, it could be overwhelming.
Yeah, if you
True.
if you've not come from such,
Yeah.
it can corrupt.
Yeah, but they always have a saying about money of how it doesn't change who you are, it just brings
Amplify.
out who
Yeah.
who you were before.
That means if you have some sort of training before, the training can sort of give you a balance, even if it's not fully.
I think so.
At the back of your mind, you can know, easy do ni mingi, so I need to
to figure
treat it in such and such a way.
That's the hope and the prayer. We have certain values in our academy. I don't have time to list them all out for you, but for example, okay. So one is being a dreamer. So somebody who sees that life can be other than it is, or wants to aspire to do something. The other one is being a role model. So not just leadership. A lot of people talk about leadership, but you need to be a role model, somebody that people can look up to, and that also gives you like leadership by example. Like
true that.
kids are, when they're young, they think leadership is okay. Pick that thing. Chukua hiyo kitu upeleke huko.
Kuja hapa.
And then they think, I'm a leader now.
But I plan to lead Vibasana in my marriage.
Once you get the it's a good plan.
Yeah, so that's really important for us. Giving an extra 110%, that's another one. Actually, all of these things spell out the word dreamer.
Okay.
And there's accountability. And then there's manifesting family. So the person next to you is not just your teammate, they can also be your family. So respect them.
That's dope.
All of that. And the next one is education. So not just in the classroom, but being a continuous learner, always wanting to learn. And the last one is resourceful creativity. So whatever circumstances you're given, how can you find solutions in that environment instead of making excuses? So now we find unique ways of teaching these students these principles.
All right.
Like on Friday, we are going to a children's home. So if that may have an impact on some of these kids. They'll see people who don't have what they have. And then hopefully now maybe 5 years in the future, when they get that big check that you're talking about, they'll remember, oh, by the way, there's people who don't have this. I am lucky to have this. I'm not going to squander it.
There's this bit I watched Dave Chappelle doing once. I don't know which one it is, but he was doing it in a club. A small club, a lot of red. I'm sure if you see it, you'll recognize it. He was saying, the many comedians at the back, many of you are never going to make it.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. So, but okay, maybe he meant maybe you're not gonna make it to the
To that
big
extent,
stage.
yeah,
but you can kill it in your local club.
Yeah, it was every day.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you have a sort of? Okay, maybe you don't tell them that, but you expect that some
You
kids.
tell them
Yes.
every day so that
I don't know. You could
so that
not.
they prove you wrong.
might not make it.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
reverse
I-
psychology. You tell
my
them
point
they'll never
is-
make it.
my point is, this training is not just good if you go out there and become a huge footballer. Like it will also help you in your day-to-day life.
Just as a
Like when you
human.
graduate and you go and become an accountant, but you still have those things you've learned from the school,
Yeah,
which will just
values.
help you in your life, day-to-day life,
True.
at the level you're at.
Yeah, and everyone's version of making it is different.
True that.
Because if you watch like the 100 meters in the Olympics, everybody who goes on the start line truly believes that this is their moment, you know. But above and beyond that, they would all love to win, but there can only be one winner.
Yeah.
So how do you sleep at night if you don't win? The way they do it is by saying, I'm competing against myself. I'm just trying to be the best I can be.
Okay.
Whether I end up being the fastest man in the fastest woman in the world, that is decided by the world.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
you.
but for me,
But for me, the way I sleep at night is to know I took the talent that God gave me and I made the most of it. Whether I made the most of it and it made me the world's best player, or whether I made the most of it and I won a national championship with, I don't know, some team somewhere.
Yeah. No,
I
get you.
know inherently I can move on with my life because I did my best.
Yeah.
So when you're with
True
your
that.
kids,
True
you're
that.
like, you know what? I was a really good footballer. I don't regret anything. This is where I was able to reach with my talent.
You know, that's dope stuff. That deserves a D.
D.
One on other books, man.
D.
Oh, so you pressed a different button there.
No. It's just
It's
the
a
same.
D most of the time.
The other one had another song called Auma Demo Iname Ama. That used to be one of our things.
What con-
Take Ama Demo, Simame Ama Wainame. Wainame. This podcast has been wild.
In what
It was wild. Those are the wild days.
It was
In what
just-
context
but
were
we'll
you?
bring it back?
See,
No, if somebody chomoas a serious point.
yeah.
that is how you emphasize
I
the
think
point.
if someone during the lives msee akinini akipeana mado
Oh, yeah,
Mademo.
man, that's crazy.
Simame ama
No, but
wainame.
I love that, Nini. There's something I read about that, but I've forgotten. You're very. I've spoken to you like off stage sometimes, Apokando. You're a spiritual guy also, right? Have you always been that?
I think maybe similar to you. There's life experiences that you have. I don't know, for one reason or another, they probably humble you, but also teach you a lot about yourself. And then you're also open. Yeah, you're not afraid to. Women have this naturally, but you're not afraid to be vulnerable, to say, this is me, this is what I'm struggling with, this is where, those
I
kinds
need
of
help.
things. Yeah. So I've always valued that, especially from men. And then also being in a position where I'm always around youth and young guys. You can't always just sell the narrative of I never have any issue, I never have any problem, especially with nowadays, the way most kids are. They need to see you be vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's
Speak your
also how you
truth.
relate with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
Don't want
yeah.
to see real.
They get to
Yeah.
trust you more.
Exactly. It's like this guy isn't just trying to be perfect.
No.
You can't go to a training session every day and say, guys, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to
you
do
just
this.
be like strong, or say strong.
You can't just kazav through everything.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to
why it
see,
didn't
okay.
work out in my marriage.
You were like strong.
Jackie, welcome to the positivity marriage. Another day to positively win.
Yeah, true that.
But do you feel the pressure though
Pressure of?
from the kids? Like they're looking up to you and stuff.
Yeah, but I think that needs to be there.
Okay.
They are the people I'm here to serve.
Oh yeah.
In my head, you know.
Yeah.
So there needs to be that feeling of, I'm here because you told me that I can do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk through a wall to make sure that you get to where you need to get to. And they need to feel that. They need to feel like this guy is going to do everything to make it possible for me. So I'm going to do everything I can. Yeah. I think the moment when they can't feel that, they'll be like, maybe I'll go somewhere else.
Oh yeah. True. So if sorry, go
You've
ahead.
had people go somewhere else on you.
Maybe because of sometimes what happens is there's a misunderstanding, there's a misalignment in terms of standards.
Yeah.
You know, we try to be very strict with standards in our academy,
Yeah.
Oh right.
and naturally, if somebody doesn't live up to
Yeah.
those standards,
Yeah,
then
you
it's
might
not the.
have to.
Like what now?
Yeah.
Like timekeeping and
Yeah.
So one of the values you have is accountability.
Mm.
So if you come late for a training session, you don't train. Yeah. So unless there was an emergency situation and you're able to get to a training session and then you have to send an email to the coaching staff and they're able to see there was an emergency situation, then you'd be permitted. Otherwise, if you're late, you don't train.
It's done.
And everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So they just make sure they're on time. So when you tell these guys hey, be at a certain place at 4 p.m., they'll be there. Yeah.
So like don't train, but they've paid for the course, right?
Yeah.
But you won't train.
You won't train, yeah.
It's part of the course.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. And the parents are aware of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you sign up, when you register, there's a code of conduct, and it says this must be abided by. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember I told you, like I just knew you're gonna get here on time. Remember we were talking
Yeah, you were like, is Keke going to be on time? We're like, yeah, we just chill till 2. And then 2 on the dot.
Yeah.
Hata ni simu alikuwa anaangalia tukiwa pale. Yeah.
So you called me at exactly
Oh wow,
2.
that's good.
Yeah.
So what else? Timekeeping.
The other things are like how you present yourself. So you have to wear your kit. You know, it's common in football. Sometimes they wear the top part and the
And
shorts are
bottom.
somewhere else. Then
Yeah.
now the socks are somewhere else.
Yeah.
Can't do that. You have to
Full.
wear your shin guards.
Yeah, true that.
You know, those small things make a big difference. Yeah,
Especially
Yeah.
in the long run.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Even in fact, from just how it looks like from the outside, you can tell something that is run professionally
Yeah.
and something that isn't.
True
Yeah,
that.
from those small things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was this guy called Romario, remember him? He was really
From Brazil.
good, but he never used to go for training, allegedly.
Mm.
He wasn't consistent at time for coming for training, but he was really good. Have you read that story?
Yeah. He's not the only player like that. Even Eden Hazard. Remember Eden Hazard used to
Yeah.
play at Chelsea?
Yeah.
Or Hazard.
Yeah. Yeah, he was also
One of those.
not very good in training. But when he
did he
came
But
to
he's
the
pretty
match,
good.
yeah, he was one of the best players in the world at one point. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what standard do you want, you know, for your people or for the people who are you're leading, and then from then on you decide.
Yeah, okay, my point is this guy, if at all you're Hazard or Romario, with the discipline, you'll definitely do better. Because I don't think...
but then now do you
me,
become...
To me, I don't think Ronaldo is one of the most flamboyant players. But I guess he's disciplined.
He's very disciplined.
So that's why maybe he's been able to maintain a certain level.
Yeah.
Romario, very flamboyant, but longevity is, you don't last long.
Yeah, I guess the question now is, do you become that kind of player by following the rules? Probably don't. Like, the people who are just
You
very
just want
eccentric.
it.
Innately.
Yeah. No, they're very like, there's a certain type of, even a person that the way they handle them, the way they conduct themselves is very different. But if you try and give them structure, it removes that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flamboyance
You know what I mean?
from them.
Yeah. So you wonder whether if you try to put all these standards and say you have to be disciplined, whether they would still become the person that they are.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
They
You
might
wonder
fall
whether it
off,
would
maybe.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess
but
it's
the
just
sure path is the well-researched path is this other one for
Yeah.
repetition, discipline. Like
Hours.
that's I get what you're saying. They're
Yeah.
called outliers, those guys.
Yes,
like they're just
uh-huh.
good
yeah.
for some reason. But now that this, if you don't have that outlier gift, you just have to use the good old repetition and repetition thing.
Yeah. I guess that's the tried and tested way to at least make the most of your talent. Yeah.
So if I'm watching and I want to join, I want to send my kid over there. Like me, I'm planning to get married and get kids.
Okay. We'll work on the first part.
Jackie, sasa nataka uende kwa KK from tomorrow, okay? I'm sending you there for 4 years.
Yeah, true talents of Africa.
So if someone is watching and I want to send my kid over, how what's the...
We have a website, truetalentsofafrica.org.
Oh,
Yeah, they can go there. They'll see all the programs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the residential program will start in January. So, yeah. That's the one we're
You should
really
invite
pushing
us for the launch.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
What will
we
these
could do.
comedians? What will these
We could do,
comedians?
check
Oh,
it. We
that's
could
where
we could do
Oh,
some
oh.
choboas just for fun.
Yeah, and just watch and see.
Yeah, and watch and hype up the youth.
No, but I think you guys should actually come and speak to.
The youth.
You know, the conventional path isn't. It isn't the same as it was before, and these kids are so exposed. They see different ways of living a life. They see YouTubers. They see this. So when somebody comes, we had Mugambi Thiga.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Mugambi.
Yeah, man. Shout out, man.
Shout out to Mugambi. Mugambi is actually my cousin.
Oh, is
for
it?
real, that different shout out.
Yeah, different shout
Revelation of
for
information.
Kuzoza.
Uh-huh.
So he came to the academy and he spoke to the students, and they really appreciated it because when did they ever have an actor come and speak to them or a
Probably
director?
never.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
it just gives them like, oh, life can be different, which is the narrative that we're also trying to push for them. Is actually this talent that you have, you're not strange for having it, which is
true
what
that.
most of them feel.
True that,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Tell me about your the game nights you do. How often do you do them?
Okay, that's an every month thing. The reason behind them was I host them also with Cole Agneta, so shout out to her.
All right.
Shout out.
No, Fina is on.
Yeah,
This
D.
one.
Yeah.
I just put it on, so my presentation.
You got press
Yeah,
four
that's
times.
right, yeah. Okay, that's enough. I think she's called like Netta.
Yeah, Cole
Oh.
Agneta.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, we basically come together and give people a good time. The reason behind it was I was trying to think of so we used to do them all the time, even with just our friends. They used to come over to our house, and we have different ways of different games, and we play those games, and
Yeah.
it wasn't even that competitive. It was just fun,
Yeah.
you know. And then I was thinking, like, this comedy thing, it doesn't give much back. I don't know if you guys feel that. Maybe you guys are in a different space. Maybe you guys are rich. I don't know.
Kisangani.
No, me, my marriage will be good.
Comedy.
In terms of money?
Yes. Yeah. Resource.
Oh, okay.
You know, like you put a lot into it.
Yes.
It doesn't
Okay, it takes
give
a
lot.
while before it starts
Yeah.
giving back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you, it's okay now.
Not bad.
Yeah, the while is
Not bad at all.
Yeah, good for you.
So now I was thinking, okay, instead of seeing comedy as this thing where you go on stage, what can we actually give to people that is a service or product that they're willing to actually spend money on, but also have a good
have
time
fun,
doing
participate.
it. And I thought, like, we discussed with Cole, and it was like, we should do game nights because Nairobi can be very isolating.
Yeah.
The one way, I mean, you see it even at those game nights. I know you guys have never been, but if you had been,
Yeah.
a guy comes in or a girl comes in and she's just on her phone, like
Yeah.
doesn't speak to anybody. But by the end of that night, she's made like 6 friends.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
You know?
dope.
And people like you really connect with because you've seen them, but you've seen the deeper version of them
True that.
because the games bring that out of you.
Do you have
Yeah.
guys in the game night looking for marriage?
Atakuangalilia in the next one.
Hey, maybe you come for one, then
No, I will.
we plug you.
Sindio, eh?
We plug you there.
You guy, I'm gonna be married soon.
Of game
No,
night.
but they
Yeah,
sound like they're
guy.
really fun.
Yeah, they do.
No, I hope they look that way.
Yeah, they do. No, it's even from the
Yeah.
clips, you can tell it's a good vibe.
Oh yeah,
Fun.
I mean, for the guys who participate, I
if
envy
you-
them actually.
Yeah, if you're open enough to participate, I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll enjoy yourself.
Oh, you will. Yeah. In fact, it'll bring you out. You don't even need to be open. It will force you to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So guys end up making new friends,
You make
strengthening
friends.
your
Yeah.
friendships and stuff.
Yeah,
You get to see to have common interests like
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
trivia topics.
It's not trivia, by the way.
Oh, you don't have trivia at
Most
all.
of these games are interactive.
Like
How
charades.
can I describe it? So let me give you an example of a game. There's a game that we play where you play in your table groups. So your team is your table.
Yeah.
So you might be 4, you might be 5, and then your name, you select a team name.
Yeah.
And then now there's a place where we track
Hellcats.
the scores.
Mm.
Yeah, like Hellcats, for example. So now, one of the games, let's say the first game is usually like an active game. So an example would be you have one team member who is going to sit on a chair, and the rest of you are the ones throwing popcorn at them. The goal is for the guy to eat as many popcorns
Oh,
as he can.
you're
So you
throwing to her to their mouth.
Yes. So now you're throwing for this guy to catch them. The team that gets the most popcorn in
The mouth.
in the mouth is the winner. So you see, by that, it's funny, it's active,
Yeah, you
and
have
it's
to be
competition
agile.
at the same time.
It's also
you know?
engaging.
So there's no trivia.
There's no trivia.
There's no, what do you call it? Board games, none of that.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah, that's
combined.
cool. It's every month.
Every month.
You advertise it on your
First
page.
Thursday of every month. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
on the page. Yeah.
All right, finally, we almost hit 2 hours here. You told me something I found very interesting. You told me on Fridays you don't do much because you've dedicated that time for the missus. Are you still practicing that?
Yeah, every single Friday.
How did that happen? Like, how did that come up?
I think we noticed that you can be in the same space, in the same house, but your lives are just, if you don't make time for each other, it almost feel like you're just roommates.
Yeah.
Just come in and out. So we said, what can we dedicate a time where we just dedicate it to each other, spend time with each other, whether we decide to watch a movie, whether we decide to cook together, whatever we decide, draw or color.
Yeah, draw.
Sometimes we color,
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
Sometimes we paint.
Yeah, you should try it, Kisengani.
With the who?
For yourself first and get the hang.
Yeah. And so...
So, how long have you been doing this?
Years now. I've known my wife for what? Since 2018.
All right, but they shout out to her, Brown again.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah. And so she's a marriage and family therapist.
Oh, for real?
Oh, in-house.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
I should plug her, by the way.
Yeah.
Plug her, Joe.
Yeah.
Plug
her
her.
name is Nicole Agneta. You can follow her on Instagram.
Oh, kumbe, that's the one you host the Ninis with. Is your
Is actually my
better
wife.
half? Okay.
Yeah, we do
That's
it
dope.
together.
That's dope.
Yeah. So yeah, she's amazing in her own right, and she's very good.
Podcast.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, and as I
By the way,
said,
she'd be very good at that.
Yeah.
She always she'll say. Maybe it will help you.
Yeah, sana this guy.
She always has a profound way of saying things that you don't think about as a layman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it really helps you in your personal life. So
Yeah.
big credit to her because she makes me better in so many ways.
So do you, like, when you're relating with her, are you relating with the therapy side?
She knows how to switch it
side,
off.
You don't think of such things.
No, you have to be very intentional about those things. Like there's boundaries that have to be drawn. When you enter the house, you take off one hat,
Yeah.
and you put on the other hat.
Yeah, unaleta
These are the
chai.
things you learn. You see, Nduta knows these things, but you know what I mean? Women are aware of some of these things, but people who are unmarried,
They're struggling.
They
They're
struggle
struggling
with some
still.
of these things.
No, man, shout out to her. So it's a discipline, like, because on Fridays you don't even take gigs, right?
No.
Unless it's very special.
Unless it pays a lot of money, then I can go to her and be like, look, babes, I'll give you 10K. Yeah. So that's how we do it. Yeah.
No, it's always stuck in my mind since you told me that. So
wow.
you know that, right?
Oh wow! I didn't know
It's
that.
very nice to be deliberate about it and to be present, because a lot of people just treat, see, we are now in a relationship. We can just coast.
In fact, it becomes worse.
Yeah.
Because you become familiar with each other.
Mazoea, no?
You know what thing I realized when I was living with the missus in the digs? Like, we never used to talk in the digs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what
Unapitana
happens
tu.
inside the house. Everyone is busy doing their own things. Like,
Yeah.
you watch TV. Me, I'm doing my things, maybe writing bits and stuff. But if we want to talk, we have to go for a walk.
Yeah.
So you go outside.
Wow. Yeah.
So I think that living together, first you become very familiar with each other. So you have to create things that will make you, break out of the humdrum of life,
Yeah.
and you can start talking and
Yeah.
sharing, so you know what this person is
Yeah.
with things. Because you can live with someone until they become a stranger.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah,
Sindio?
yeah, for sure.
Yo, lazima nifinye D, you guys. That's deep. I'm sure your wife will watch that part and she'll really comment. Check it. I think the guy in specs has something.
We don't know what, but something.
Yeah, so that being intentional, saying this is our day.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
time.
I think it's.
And then I guess you look for a thing that works for you instead of copying, right?
What do you mean? Like,
As in, if me and I can now start saying, me every Friday, nitakuwa na demu wangu. Like you look for a thing that works for you individually, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's not one size fits all. Everybody has their different rhythms, their different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, thanks for coming through. It's been a very inspirational episode.
Yeah,
but-
for real.
Yeah?
And you speak very calmly. I don't think I've had you speaking for very long, maybe.
Oh.
Other than just, hi and your bits on stage.
Wow.
It's because he hasn't said his church.
Oh, when he does.
Cheki sasa nataka ufungue Warume.
Mlango wa tano.
That's KK. No, yeah, but Nduta, you're right, man. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank
through.
you.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
We've got a lot of insight into
Yeah.
Kisangani used Mama Ramob, the way when comedians come on here, we get to get insight on them
Yeah.
as people.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow.
you just see them juju.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
whole different world when you. When
No,
you
thank
talk
you.
to people.
Thank you guys for having me, and thank
Yeah.
you for offering such a professional setting for me to to talk about my life.
But now, hey, our ninis are over here. Our features are over here now. There you've tortured this setup.
No, it's been nice.
Yeah.
And you always wonder. One thing I always think about is how other people perceive me before they've met me, and I wonder whether that holds me back or helps me move in the different spaces I'm in.
Uh-huh.
Like, I wonder what assumptions people make about me.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know what you might have examples of what assumptions people make of you. Me assumptions I'd make of you, first of all, I thought you were very serious person. Just hey, I have to be here at 5. I'm gonna be here at 5. Any very
Military.
very military, if I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah.
You came off a bit not Atina in like, hey, I don't want to hang with this person because it's too
Yeah.
after. But I figured that's how you. And then I thought you were an athlete, so that's why again that would make sense.
Oh.
Yeah, athletes are very disciplined.
Yeah.
With
Me, when I think of myself, I think of someone who's married.
someone with a wife. It's called the manifest. Manifest.
No. But I'm kidding. Sorry for my lame marriage jokes, guys.
It's cool.
No, so if some, what's your handle on Instagram?
Yeah, watu wakufuatie wapi if they wanna.
It's KK here on Instagram, and then
Is there an underscore anywhere?
I think there is.
KK
I
underscore
think
here.
it's underscore
Oh.
KK underscore here.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
KK here.
All right.
And then now on TikTok it's KK the comedian.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There.
That is funny.
The comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, so check out KK and shout out to you and the kids.
So are you on your second week this week? Are you doing open mic today by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go and try and
Where are you heading? Chemi
tell
Chemi?
some jokes.
Nah, probably not.
to-
2 grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
But I
right.
was at Chemi Chemi on Saturday.
You were?
For Nelly's show.
Oh, for Nelly.
and,
Oh, yeah,
I
Nelly
went
the
on
killer.
stage.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a dope show, man.
No, it was
So so follow KK. What are we plugging? This weekend I'm gonna be at the Laugh Bar. I'm gonna be hosting.
Yeah.
I've been out of
Sia
commission
Saya.
for a while, so I'll be hosting Sia Saya this Saturday. Sia Saya is a South African comedian. He's really good. So
Nice.
come check that out.
Yep.
You where are you gonna be?
Cheki minda kwa ngang. Unaweza kama unicheki huko. As I joke, I joke.
Makende mbili atakama.
Makende mbili.
Hata sijaelewa kenye amesema.
Who loves Nduta on the comments.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Yes, his handle, man.
It's literally called Makende mbili. on-
Yeah.
But tusiende ngong Makende mbili.
Yeah. Nisikakukute.
No, you've told him where she lives now.
No, he'd have to come to the entire ngong. He'd have to come to the whole ngong. Asimame hapo kwa town.
Ngong town.
He'll be there tomorrow.
No, there's nothing else I'm plugging really.
Oh,
What do we
okay,
have?
okay.
Other than that?
Moi is celebrating Moi Day on Friday. Okay, we can plug that.
I think ili ndiremia mazingira day or
It's now
something.
Mazingira Day, but we all know it's Moi Day. So shout out to
Mazingira.
Daniel Toreti Charamoi as
Rapuman.
you're in the sweet by and by. What else is happening that I want to plug? Nothing really. We've postponed the live.
Yeah, the hangout.
We were supposed to do a live hangout on
Oh, yeah?
19th, but Bashir has a show on fast. So we thought instead of spreading ourselves thin like the freaking hyena, which was greedy.
Broke its goddamn legs.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
We focus because it's a very short lead time. We focus on doing Bashir's gig, and then after,
Yeah, tuta hang out yetu
we'll do
yote.
the hangout. It's
Yeah.
painful, but Like I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
So that we are focused kama manzigi.
Yeah, true that.
We need to be a focused force.
Yeah, swam.
Yeah, a swamp. So heading in the same direction. Nziga zingine zinaenda hivi.
And
So yeah, so
It's a live hangout. So they come and then they watch.
yeah, they watch the podcasts. We
we
see
go to
our
sorry.
bench here.
Can they fit here?
Okay.
No, not here. We'd go to a venue somewhere, and then guys are invited to come in. It will be ticketed though.
Yes.
They'll come in, and then we'll do like a live podcast up front, then get to interact with them after.
Yeah.
Nini,
It's like
mingo,
chilling.
one
Yeah,
mingling.
It's like mingling. Do you wanna come through and do games?
I think I come and watch. I can come and watch.
Yeah,
If
sure,
you
yes.
happen to do games, you could do, right? If you happen to.
Yeah,
Checky, do you wanna come do a set?
we can do. Nini.
Guys give you jobs,
Yeah.
Jackie, I just want to come and watch.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Can I come just watch?
Yeah. No, but I'm kidding.
But,
so
but let us
come
know.
through
Let
when
us
we're
know
on.
how.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
And then also hook us up with the missus to come through. We discuss that therapy stuff.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Asaidio
Sindio?
watu kadhaa.
Yeah, so manziki.
Manzigi.
So remember to become a member of the podcast from $1.
Atala.
Yeah, we have like 50 members.
Hey, shout out to
Area
you.
of members.
Yeah.
Which is a dollar.
$1.
From $1, $1.
bill.
Oh, from
Yeah.
You what did you hear?
Umesikia nini?
When you lost your
like
accents.
a place or something.
When you didn't go to
A
America.
dollar.
A dollar. I thought it was like a dollar.
A dollar.
Yeah, hey.
$1, bruh.
Check it out.
dollar.
Check it.
You guys didn't grow up in
$1.
Kite.
Hey, yeah. You don't know any Jojo Shokani.
So we have memberships. So you can subscribe. So it's
On YouTube.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Then they pay monthly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
very
subscription.
nice. I'm glad that YouTube has that now.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Although they call it 30% mafia style.
Oh, wow.
But it's
So
still
if I
cool.
give you
Also,
10 G's, they take 3K. Okay.
Yeah, I think that place is being run by John Gary. But it's still cool. They've created the infrastructure, so
Yeah.
it still
No,
works.
it's good that creatives actually get something from there.
Yeah.
That-
So the guys who've actually subscribed to our podcast and committed $1
As
a
members,
month
yeah.
and above, which is really, really cool. It has helped us like pay the rent over here. You know, just get us over the bump.
Yeah.
So shout out to everyone who's a member.
shout out.
Let's grow those members. We're gonna soon be 100 members.
Yeah.
That'll be a great day.
Hey, great day coming.
Yeah, Mazi. So and then also shout out to you, Nduta.
Shout out to
Mazi,
me.
Nduta. You know Nduta wasn't supposed to come through today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Alinisuka yake
So I
yote.
called and said, man, you're gonna bring another dimension.
No, she has. By the way,
Still?
in fact, she's run this whole podcast.
Yeah, man. Me was only planning to do that bit about marriage.
That's all you had.
By minute 10, you'd have been left.
Should have been 10 minutes long.
Yeah, you guys. It would have been horrible. So thanks for coming.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
so much.
KK.
Yeah.
Yeah, for reals. I appreciate
All right,
it.
Waluya Maze Salamu na
Ndio-
fans
ndio mob.
Shangi. So thanks for coming through once again. Bye bye. See you on
Thank
the
you.
next one.
See ya.